email, right? Any email. I'm just typing in something random at gmail.com, Yahoo, or whatever. You type it in during email. Do not type in your Epic password. What you want to do is type get one-time password, right? Click that. It's loading. Hold on. And then it says need a one-time password. What you do is type in the email that the Epic Games account that got took. You type in that email. It's gonna send a one-time password to your email. So before you do this, make sure you change the password to your Epic Games account first before you even do this. And then once you change the password to your Epic Games, you do this what I just showed you, and it's gonna send a one-time password to your email. You go to your email and it's gonna give you a code. You copy and paste the code and type in Epic. Once you copy and paste the code, type in epicgames.com. Type in your email and paste in the code that it sent you to your email, right? And then it's gonna let you log in. It's gonna let you don't. That's some people in the party. It's gonna let you log in to the your Epic Games account, and once you in, you disable the two-factor authentication app and make sure you disconnect the scammer, and then you'll have your account back. Alright, that's all you gotta do. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and comment.
I'm in control of my money. One day you'll shout that. Till that day, there's Fin by Chase, a new all-mobile bank that helps you stay on top of your money. Because Fin's got checking, savings, ATM access, 24/7 help, and a nice-looking debit card. Plus, Fin lets you decide how you feel about purchases. Just swipe to rate it. See personalized trends to help decide where to spend and save. Then you can set auto-save rules for things that matter. Spend smarter, save better, bank anywhere. It's your new all-mobile bank.
Hey, what's up? So today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back with a video that we've done before, and this is going to be looking at the top 10 rarest emotes in Fortnite. Now, there seems to be this funny phenomena that happens is whenever I get a video on my channel that's a banger, it's always terribly flawed. And that was a video that was just dead wrong. But look no further, because fortunately, I've actually found a source online that gives us all the information we need to accurately base what is the rarest emote in Fortnite. And if we're gonna do the rarest, we may as well do the top 10 rarest. And that is what we're gonna be looking at today. And if you guys are new to the channel, please feel free to subscribe as well. Leave a like if you're already subscribed. And let's get into it. So I want to give a huge shout out to fnbr.co for providing all this information, because it just made this video so much easier. There's actually a ton of different ways that you could rank how rare an emote is, and we're going to be using kind of a combination of all of them. So obviously, if an emote is never going to return, like from the battle pass, that makes it significantly more rare, but there's other ways you can look at it as well. You can also just look at your general experience and see, hey, do I ever really see this emote in the game? But furthermore, you can look at how many times it's actually been released in the store, and the other way that's really interesting is looking at it is when the last time it was released into the store was. Obviously, something that hasn't been released in months is going to be much more rare than emotes we've had in September. Anyways, I hope that makes sense. So let's get into it. All right, coming in at our number 10 spot, this is going to be Ride the Pony from the Season 2 Battle Pass. Now, Ride the Pony was last available February 21st, but what obviously makes it so rare is it is never coming back to Fortnite. But despite that, it's definitely not the rarest emote because, well, it was actually part of the free Battle Pass. See, back in Season 2, not a lot of people really bought the Battle Pass because it was this new weird thing. But because this was part of the free Battle Pass, you literally just had to get to tier 20 and you unlocked Ride the Pony. It was kind of like the Take the L of Season 2. So while obviously over the last few months, this emote just keeps getting rarer and rarer and rarer because so many people had it in Season 2, I wouldn't say it's definitely the rarest emote of Fortnite. But that being said, it is rare enough to make it into the top 10. So coming in at our number 9 spot, we have the emote Flippin' Incredible. Now there's one main criteria that makes Flippin' Incredible so rare. That is how many times it's been released into the shop, which is twice. The last time we saw this in the shop was actually August 16th, and it was only in it once before, a month previous. And just to give you an idea of how rare being in the shop only twice is, there's like only 2 other emotes that have only been in the shop twice that have been out for more than a month. So while again, it's certainly not the rarest emote, it's something you definitely don't see very often, and it comes in at number 9. Now coming in at number 8, we're actually tied between...
The Ford F-150 proves its mettle against everything else with best-in-class payload. It doesn't just raise the bar, it is the bar.
Click and the dip. So Click hasn't been seen for over 2.5 months. The last time we saw it was July 15th. It's something that you don't see very often, but it's only ever been released into the store 4 times. And on top of that, it's really just not that desirable of an emote. Now, the last time we did see Dip was August 10th, but it's been out for months, and it's only ever been in the shop 3 times. Again, the thing with both of these is they're just very undesirable emotes, so there's not a lot of demand for them to begin with, and we've just hardly ever seen them in the shop, at all. And moving on to our number 7 spot is the Robot. And I would say this is probably the last emote on our list that is kind of like only semi-rare. The next 6 are the ones that you're like, oh, I might not have even have heard of that before. And if you have heard of it, you probably don't have them. Anyways, the Robot. So the Robot is part of the Season 3 Battle Pass and was unlocked at tier 95. The Robot is the only Season 3 emote that is on this list because it's basically about as rare as a John Wick. John Wick is certainly not the rarest skin in the game, but as we're this far into Fortnite, I mean, it's Season 6, it's not as common as it once was. As we progress through the months, this really is an emote that's only going to get more and more rare as it was only available through the Battle Pass, but ultimately it's rare, but not incredibly rare. But now moving into 6, I think this is where we're going to start seeing some much more rare emotes. At number 6, we have Snap. Okay, so I highly doubt that many of you actually have this emote because it's only ever been in the shop twice. And the last time we saw this emote was over 3 months ago on June 20th. Epic Games, I'm recording this video on Wednesday. I swear to God, if by the weekend, when this video is going up, you do me like that and you release it, I'm gonna be triggered. So don't do that, Epic. Please, for the love of God, don't do that. Snap is... I don't know. Have you ever seen this emote? Like literally ever? Snap is just one of those emotes that you never see in the game. It's not a very good emote, so people don't use it. And for that reason, I'm only led to assume that people never really bought it. I buy a lot of emotes. I never bought Snap. And again, we haven't seen it in 3 months, which kind of to me leads us to believe that we probably will continue to not see it for a while. Anyways, coming in at our number 5 spot, we have an emote that has only made an appearance into the shop once, and it is Go Go Go. So the main reason that this is on our list is because, again, it's only been in the shop once. Now, it was in the shop August 11th, so that really wasn't that long ago. I mean, a lot of you guys probably had the opportunity to get it, but I then will ask, how many of you have actually got it? Maybe a fair amount, because again, it was recent, but I just genuinely believe that if there's something that's only been in the shop once, it's most likely going to be one of the rarer items in the game. There's a few common suggestions that I saw people wanted me to include, like Electro Shuffle, Fresh, Reanimated, but even emotes like that seem rare have been in the shop a double digits amount of times. So, things that have only been in once, I'm much more led to believe that these are the rare skins of the game. Okay, now coming in at number 4, we've got a freaking old emote that the world has not seen in a while, and this is Boneless. Boneless has been in the shop 4 times. The last time we saw it, though, was June 2nd. Do you know what was going on June 2nd? There was like a giant rift in the sky, a rocket was gonna go off or something like that. That was a full month before season 5 even started. And since then, we have never seen Boneless. Now, probably a lot of you guys have heard of this emote and you probably know about it, and it's actually gathering a lot of steam as being one of the rarest emotes in Fortnite, and that's just because it hasn't been released in so long. This is one that I actually bought just for the meme of using it with the Skull Trooper because he's a skeleton and he's boneless. I thought it was kind of funny. It's not that funny. But yeah, just due to Epic Games never bringing this one back, it's actually becoming a very rare emote. Now moving on to our number 3 spot, we have an even more rare emote that kind of fits in the same category as boneless, and this is the chicken. The chicken is one of the longest running emotes to not return to the store. The last time we saw this was May 30th, but the thing that kind of takes the cake on making this so rare is it's only ever been in the shop even 3 times. Plus, it's a really bad emote, so it leads me to believe that no one even bought it when it was out. I mean, if a lot of people were buying it, trust me, Epic Games would have taken it back, but I don't know. That whole combination of information just leads me to believe that the chicken is really just probably never coming back, and if it is, you know, at least now it's rare. Anyways though, before we do get down to our number 1 spot, I wanted to give 2 honorable mentions. The first goes to Rockout. A month ago, I would have actually said it was the rarest emote in the game. It had been only ever introduced into the store once, and it was like in August, it was like 3 or 4 months ago. So it was just an emote that nobody had, and it's been in the store twice since then, so it's much less rare, and RIP Rockout. I also wanted to give a shout out to Finger Guns because it's actually the